honorable judges, panels, other side of the house, ladies and gentlemen. When we talk about feminism, we're not against the idea of the existence of men, but we are emphasizing on gender equality and we're encouraging the world to stop discrimination against women. And one of the struggles the feminist movement is facing today is to fight traditional concepts that bring more harm than good towards not only women but also men. That is why, in our side of the house today, we're going to celebrate the death of chivalry as one of the many traditional concepts. But before elaborating, let me define the term chivalry is dead. By saying chivalry is dead, we're declining the traditional courtesy actions that men gave towards women. These actions including but not limited to opening the door, paying in first dates, giving flowers, and etc. Please remember the keyword courtesy. These actions are specific actions which is correlated to a romantic approach. These are the actions that a man is expected to give towards a woman when they want to approach them romantically. And at first it may seem fine. It may seem like these actions does not bring you trouble at all. Where well directly yes, it does not bring any trouble, but indirectly we believe by such standard existing, society has become toxic. What do I mean by society becoming toxic? Well, let me give you an example of a case where you are a man and imagine you are short on cash at the moment, but you still want to go on a first date with a woman. And are you going to just cancel the date when you've planned the date from a long, long time ago? Is that not going to ruin your image in front of that woman? But if you still decide to go for the date, will it not also ruin your image because you are expected to pay for your first date because you are expected to give this woman certain things? You see, this is what I mean by by toxicity because these kind of standards because chivalry is burdening one side of society and it is men and we are questioning why is it only men who are expected to do this kind of actions in the fuel feminist movement where we discuss about gender equality. Well, we believe that women could also do this kind of actions because if you think about it, these kind of actions does not require you a specific action, a specific skill at all. These actions are actually just the bare minimum, and every person in this world could actually do this. And by chivalry existing as a standard, as a criteria of actions that men have to do when they want to approach a woman romantically. Well, men are always expected to give and women are expected to receive. And these kind of standards has created a mindset where most men will think that it is enough when they do these kind of actions. And this kind of mindset, this kind of standard chivalry will also make women think that it's enough when they receive this kind of treatment when there is so much more to that when we're talking about romantic relationships. You see, in the view of a woman, how are you going to ensure that a man is a good person just because they are doing the act of chivalry towards you? And you see, this kind of actions give men expectations. It will label men. Let's say, like I've mentioned, in the case I've mentioned before, what if a man is not able to do this kind of chivalry, this kind of courtesy actions? Then they will be labeled as someone, as a man who is a failure. Does that mean when someone aren't able to pay for their first date, when they're short on cash, they don't deserve to approach women or they don't deserve to approach another gender? No, because again, these kind of actions are actually the bare minimum. And we believe that by erasing this standard, by erasing chivalry, and by the death of chivalry, we can create a society where society will accept the idea that yes, these are only the bare minimums. These are the actions that both women and men could give towards each other, and these are also the actions that we could do, we could give towards others, not only in a romantic approach. And by doing so, we are trying to reduce the toxicity, the toxic mindset in society, where men thinks that they have to give and women thinks that they have only to receive. And by doing so, both men and women could actually explore further when they want to develop a romantic relationship with someone. So you're not stuck into specific standards, you're not stuck into specific criteria, and this will also reduce discrimination towards women, because you see, women could do what they want to do, and by doing chivalry, let's say women could also court men, right? By women committing this kind of courtesy action, they will not be labeled as trying to be a man, as tomboy, or men will not also think that these women are better than them or they are a lesser person just because women, in the side of the women, they are the one who are doing this courtesy action. And that is why we believe that chivalry should be erased, and when and by the death of chivalry, and we should celebrate the death of chivalry, because by doing so we could encourage equality, and we could erase the burdens, the expectations that men have been carrying all this time, and we could also encourage women to do what they want to do, especially when we talk about a romantic approach in a relationship. That is why we are very proud to propose. Thank you.